Okay, people, I'm here on the beach. Dr. Troy, if you're watching this video, you're likely one of my patients, and this is what to do after your adjustment. Now, I do have another video walking on the beach, Camino a la Playa, and so that's always a good idea. You could walk on the beach after your adjustment, all right? General rule, you want to kind of stay active. If you're tired, go sleep. Lay down. Back in the day, the chiropractors would lay you down in a restroom, not a bathroom, but a room designed for resting, like the couches or beds or, whatever, gravity chairs we had at the university, at the school. And so right after your adjustment, it's a good idea to lay down. You don't want to sit. You don't want to bring your neck looking down into flexion. So you don't want to be playing, video games on your phone or looking down at your phone. And you don't want to go sit at a computer or a desk right after your adjustment. That would be a bad idea. Those are the things not to do, right? So keep active. Don't go lift heavy. I mean, if you're a real heavy weightlifter, I would say, after your adjustments, go with like less than 50% of the weight you're normally lifting. Go with like 25%, 30%, super light right after your adjustment. Probably not even a good idea to lift weights and do any kind of compressive exercise specifically. So we can get into that for those exercise enthusiasts. That'll be another video to do specifically for you. But in general, what you want to do is hang from the bar and do decompression type of movements. What is it? The extension. You go over the yoga ball. So yeah, general light movements. If you're into gardening, that's okay. You can do some gardening and squatting. If you got to do plumbing or electrical, I guess you can do that too. But beware of, leaning over too much on a ladder or getting into awkward positions, especially holding those awkward positions for a long time. So if it's not going to be a quick plumbing job, you're going to be stuck in under the sink for 3 hours. Maybe don't do it right after your adjustment. Maybe wait till the next day. Or do that before your adjustment and then come in the next day. We can try to fix what you did. All right, so we'll just try to keep it easy now. If you're sore, you're feeling sore, you might want to ice. If you were coming in feeling like you were icing up, and you continue icing up. Or a heat pad, you might switch over to a heat pad. Depends what's going on. If it's a muscle injury or not. And it could be sore joint capsules, systemic inflammation. You might need to take an NSAID. I'm not a big fan of over-the-counter drugs or any drugs, right? But sometimes in emergencies we need to use them. Every few months I will have to use them myself. And it came down Friday, just a couple of days ago. I took one, two Aleve, but it pretty much saved my life. Brought the inflammation down, got rid of the pain where I was just miserable. So drink a lot of water. You definitely want to hydrate after your adjustment. Don't stress after your adjustment. Avoid those people who stress you out. Those family members potentially are the worst. Usually the worst are the family members, right? So avoid them. And bird parts. Somebody ravaged a bird. There's like 2 halves of a bird. That's nature for you. All right. So yeah, try to eat an anti-inflammatory diet. We're gonna have individual information and videos for that, and we're gonna have a nutrition program and a lifestyle coaching available to you. But some of you may not want that intensive a program, and so whatever, these videos are for you, and they're free, right? Well, they come with all the money you're spending for us to take care of you. All right, so it's the least we could do, and it's hard for me to repeat myself for every patient. So we have the videos. Hopefully people are going to take advantage of them. Hopefully you're taking advantage of it right now and you're enjoying it. Not hopefully, but you are. And stress, you'd be surprised how much the stress is a factor. okay, in your subluxation, right? So what's the subluxation? We have to approach that in another video, but it's less light, less transmission of electrons through your nervous system, right? From less communication, making it from your brain to your body and your body to your brain. And so now we've opened up those channels, right? You might be experiencing, I don't know, better vision, better hearing, better motion. Absolutely, you should be experiencing better motion. Consequently, less inflammation. You might have less brain fog. All right, so a lot of these things are normal, and yeah, so basically we just keep it simple. Try to eat good, be happy, don't stress after your adjustment. If you can plan it, plan to go for a walk. If you're driving in for your adjustment, some people drive hours, right? Maybe before you jump right back in the car and drive 3 hours after your adjustment, maybe you go for a walk for 45 minutes. Map out a park nearby, and then right after your adjustment, drive 10-15 minutes to the park, and then go for a walk, or walk to the park, even better, so you don't have to get in the car right away for 15 minutes, and then walk around for an hour, let your adjustments settle in, let your brain get used to it before you go into the car and wreck it, because pretty much sitting is going to be one of the worst things you can do. Now I'm sitting Indian style here on the beach, and in a way it's kind of a little bit of yoga. I'm grounding, I'm making contact with the earth, so I got a good electron exchange, and so whatever, I'm not going to hold this position for too long. And certainly laying on the beach, the bumpy sand will massage my muscles and help my joints relax into position, let the bones move around and click into place, as it were, into a better alignment, into a better posture, and to a better range of motion. And it can help reduce muscle spasms and all that. So that's what we're after. Certainly jumping in the water, the cold water, cold therapy, Wim Hof, fantastic. I love heat, hot bath after the adjustment, fantastic. One of my favorite things to do. I'll take a hot bath with Epsom salts for like 45 minutes, an hour. Certainly bike riding, playing sports. If you're playing rugby or football right after and you get slammed up, come back in the next day. But try to take it easy. But you certainly can go pretty hard if you have to after your adjustment. Many athletes will get adjusted right before the big game, big performance, big moment. So that's a good idea too. Tell your friends, all right? Chiropractic, not just for pain anymore, but also for athletic performance. So whatever your reason you're finding to get your butt in, get your butt in. Chiropractic is one of the best things you do for your health. That's my opinion. So I'm entitled to it. I shouldn't be taken down for medical misinformation. Again. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it, people. Hope you had a good adjustment. If you had an upper cervical adjustment, you might be sleeping a lot extra. Certainly hydrate. Ice. You can ice and heat. You can do both. I certainly, like Thursday, I was stuck in front of the camera on a Zoom class, and I had an ice pack for a half hour, and then I jumped into the hot bath. So that's a typical program for me. If I'm getting migraines, I'm icing up, and then I'm jumping into a hot tub, like right after. So you can go one to the other, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be ice or heat. It can be both. And that's what works for me. Massage, fantastic afterward. Acupuncture, again. Very few restrictions, all right? The restrictions are really simple. Avoid the sitting. Try not to eat garbage, right? Make sure you're hydrating well. And so that means, like, chill with the caffeine, right? Because that's dehydrating you. And try to drink some, regular water or something. Extra water. Get some minerals. Get some good food. A lot of my patients enjoy the cannabis and the CBD products. They say it helps them a lot, so very little side effects there. You may want to try it out. Certainly, if you got questions, hit us up. If we don't know the answers, we'll try to find them for you. All right, people? Peace and love. Keep getting adjusted. I feel like I left something out. If I did, we'll hit it on the next video. Certainly, you got questions or comments, hit me up down below. We'll try to get back to you. I'll get back to you as soon as I notice them. All right, peace and love. We out.